Yeah, so God. So that was very funny too, because like he always trying to goad Urahara into doing a fight, but like he was obviously sandbagging the entire time, but he does something so very quickly that actually does catch her off guard, where like he's following, he like following, but actually keeping up with her completely, and she just like, huh, he actually, like he's not even trying, but I can tell he's keeping up with me perfectly. Interesting. I did find that to be very funny.
The key part is when she goes in for the flying kick to his face, and in the nanoseconds before impact, he dodges out of the way completely, smiles at her, and dodges back into place and takes the hit anyway. So everyone that's watching thinks, wait, why did he do that? Why did he just take that hit literally on the chin? But no, she's like, why the fuck did he do that? Why wouldn't he just dodge if he could dodge? Why is he screwing with me?
Gotta keep that facade up. Good stuff. And I was like, don't actually know what this is, but I guess he always gotta get into a fight with Shinji in the middle of the street or something. Okay.
Yeah, this is like a year later or something. So they're on their way to another captain's meeting. And you know, Hiyori's a cunt, so she'll take any opportunity she can to attack everyone.
Top tier bully material.
No, I don't even want to see if you can break this tsundere. I don't think it's worth it.
Probably not.
But also, this time you're playing as her, and she sucks because she also does that stupid momentum thing where she's flying all over the place.
Oh, that one, yeah. I mean, okay, so I don't know how much meter Roman canceling takes up in this game. I'm just gonna keep calling it that until improvement. Otherwise, like, that would probably, the best way to like probably cover that would be like if the combo drops, just Roman cancel yourself so that way you can stay safe and just easily recover. But it's like, that's not great design if that's your only recourse, so yeah.
It's either half
a meter.
He
always got some other good gimmicks about her that would make her worthwhile using, but fuck if I know what they are.
It's either half a meter or a full meter.
I thought it was a full meter. I'd be willing to bet probably like a half of one or something. I think I've seen it before go be like as low as a third or something.
No, I don't think it's that. I don't think they're that generous with letting you do theoretically 6 of them before running out.
Oh my god. You know, I just realized something. I actually do think now for a fact that, yeah, this had to been the game that introduced the Roman cancel system. And I say that because the game before this one is the one that gives you like upwards of 9 fucking energy bars. And being able to just constantly keep popping cancels like out of nowhere would just basically be like for free at that point, so no thank you.
Hey, who's that guy?
Weird glasses, man. I mean, the Third Phantom seems to think he's just a very gentile man.
Gentile.
Gentile. Well, I want to say gentleman, but I'm like, that's boring. Whatever. Let's make it up a little bit.
Gentile means Christian, I think. Gentile. A person who is not Jewish.
Thanks, Google. Ah, there she is. Actually, it's kind of cute with the regular clothes on. How about that shit?
Yep. God, he screams 2002.
Dude, he almost has fucking Mitsunari's haircut.
Yeah,
that's really weird. Also, yeah, fucking, he's also pretty cool because by himself, he actually, like, he was called to take out, I think, a Manos or something in Turn Back the Pendulum, and he fucked it up pretty well.
He cuts it in half with a pair of brass knuckles.
The damn shame, though, that he was the first one transformed, and kind of was fucking up everyone, so, ugh.
Also a shame we don't see his chest tattoo.
Yeah.
Do you remember what his chest tattoo is?
69.
And just killing that Hollow was actually what inspired Shuhei to become a Soul Reaper, because he was saved by Kensei, and Kensei was the coolest man in the world to him at the time. And that was also why Shuhei got 69 tattooed on his cheekbone. Right underneath.
I know it does actually reference something, but every time I just see that, I am just inside like, nice. Also, I don't usually associate her with having boobs, so this render is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a thing that's happening. She's talking in her sleep and scratching her tits in her sleep.
Right.
And she's like, no, can't say no, you can't touch me there. And she's sleep talking that, and he's like, I'm going to blow you up. Not like that.
I was gonna say.
Well, I don't know.
It's okay, he'll be blowing up this camp in a little bit anyway. Thanks to one very strange individual who decides to show up. There he is. God, his form's terrifying to look at.
It's... more than anything, this resembles staring into the face of a bug more than any of his other designs.
I think I'm inclined to agree. It also gives, like, just like the hard white gloves, like, melting into the jacket. Just kind of, I don't know. This more than anything else kind of just reminds me of, like, cocoon form, I guess, Aizen. You probably know what I mean.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, hey, you can actually knock the mask off. That's kind of cool.
There is minimal battle damage in this game in places.
Yeah, Hey, what's up with the whole thing about shooting out a fuck ton of swords with him? I always forget.
That's one of his attacks that he used on Kenpachi. It's a Shikai ability. It's called Benihiko. The Light Rain or something, or Blade Rain or something.
Yeah, okay, that was a because I do not remember what a Shikai does whatsoever. No irises at all either. Holy shit, it's creepy.
It does hypnosis, and not hypnosis, it puts people to sleep.
Oh, okay.
He used it against Uryu.
He used it against Uryu, yeah. Like right after the Mayuri fight, I think.
Yes. He apologized for it and said, "I will not kill you, but I still must take you in."
Thank you. Even though you'll literally just do have to drop it. Well, I mean, maybe I would rather him kill me rather than the alternatives, which is probably turn me into a hollow or something. Yeah.
Benihiko. Suzumushi vibrates momentarily, and after Tosen moves the blade around him in a circle, in a semicircle, a trail appears following the sword's path. The trail turns into hundreds of blades which rain down on the enemy.
Oh, is that Sero he just shot out?
No. It's his Shikai ability. It creates explosions.
Oh, okay. So remind me again, how exactly is
hey, there's his tattoo.
Tosen causing these transformations again? Like, I don't think it's just by cutting the soul chain. It had to be by something else, yeah? Like a poison?
It is exactly cutting the soul chain, because cutting the soul chain was what turned Ichigo into a hollow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, initially robbed him with soul reaper powers, and then he started becoming a hollow, yeah.
So, No. Urahara did it too. Urahara turned him into a soul and then cut his soul chain, and that was what started the transformation process.
Oh,
Except I guess this is super advanced, because in a matter of hours they all turn into hollows, even though for Ichigo it took 3 days.
Yeah. Maybe it's just more effective on actual soul reapers?
Oh wait, now I remember. They said...
Although Shinji did pretty well underneath it. He was able to maintain control for a good while.
Now, Urahara says to Ichigo that if you strain yourself, it'll only speed up the process, and these guys were all engaged in combat at the time.
Right, that would probably have a hand in it, yeah. Oh, there we go. Are we gonna see it? Not yet.
Yes, he's the only one you end up... or wait, no, you fight against 2 of them.
Right, because the girl was also transformed too, yeah.
He already transformed... Yeah, no, you do not... What the fuck is her name? Fuck it, whatever.
This is a little how I feel with side characters, by the way.
I can tell you the names of characters that appear in one-off filler episodes. But a semi-important character? Nope. Just fucking gone.
Just out of the memory banks. Okay. Yeah, well, it's fine.
I could throw out a name right now, and you would have no idea if that was a character that was actually real or if I made them up.
Probably. I get that a lot with Naruto as well.
Ekichiro Saido.
I feel like Saido is actually a character name that's come up at one point or another, but I don't remember offhand.
You are technically correct.
Oh wow, he already is already transformed.
She was the first one to get on the
red
battlefield.
eyes. Huh. That was weird.
I think
they're
that's
supposed to be yellow.
They are. I think that's just the game doing that effect, because in the cutscene you'll see that there was a red tint on the screen.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, the irises looked very red there, so that was just very odd.
You'll see that in her model, her eyes are yellow, though.
Yeah. That, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a weird artifacting thing or something. I don't know. Or
Also,
maybe the developer just fucked up for a moment. I don't know.
But also, hey, this hollow form thing is glowing purple.
Cool. But yeah, Kensei as of going on Rampage as during the holification, that was fucking crazy too, because he was just turning into a fucking beefy ass tank of a dude. So it took a little bit of effort in order to subdue him a little bit.
And his hollow mask is a hockey mask, or if you prefer, a Jason mask.
Yeah, it basically is. Like, straight up.
Let's see, we've got a Pharaoh mask, the hockey mask, we've got this rhino horn, we've got the bird beak, the elephant tusk, whatever the hell Love and Lisa are.
Lisa almost always got like a chess piece vibe from.
Kinda, yeah, it's in that cross pattern.
Yeah. So not gonna lie, this seems a little bit overpowered. If anyone could just slice the soul chain and just immediately start holification that way. Like, this seems like a very easy death blow, but maybe it's just because they don't fight against other Soul Reapers very often.
That's pretty much exactly it. No, that doesn't end up happening to just about anyone else because they don't really fight amongst themselves very often.
True. So, like, anti-Soul Reaper attack would probably be, like, very hard to come by, and Aizen's the only one who thought about it.
That, and if you studied anti-Soul Reaper moves as a Soul Reaper and it was learned, that would probably get you in trouble. Still have optionals even here.
Are you actually playing as Aizen here?
We are.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Well, to be fair, we probably don't have his constantly abusable counter super from the older games already, so that might be for the best. Because I was reading all GameFAQs forums that, yeah, Heat the Soul 4, where I think that was back in the day when... No, what was I think his counter super didn't cost meter for activation, but for triggering, it only 8 meter after it's activated, or like someone actually hits him. So that's very fucking funny. I can't wait to fuck around with Aizen. I hope he's gonna give you some fun stuff to work with.
He's fun.
I mean, Aizen was playable in J-Stars, yeah? I think it was.
Yes, in J-Stars.
I'm going to remind myself how he played in that game, because I remember he was so the Bleach characters in that game did have some modicum of tech and depth to them, but, you know, only for as much as you're going to get out of that game.
His ultimate in that game was Black Coffin, because he hadn't debuted the 99 Dragons or whatever the Keto 96
he wasn't even like there wasn't an activation of the Hogaku whatsoever. I think his ultimate in that game was literally just like doing a shockwave through the Hogaku in his regular body, and that's it. It was kind of boring.
I want to say it was just a giant radius Black Coffin that if it got 2 or even all 3 of your opponents in one, it would have taken them all out.
So he has Black Coffin and Jump Force, obviously, we know that. Fuck, I just do not remember what he does in J-Stars at all. You know, I realize I can emulate that game, and I wonder if I can maybe get some sort of worthwhile performance boost out of it. You know, as much as you're gonna get out of the fucking game that's basically like co-op arcade. Ugh.
I'm gonna say you won't, and that's probably because it's probably gonna have a frame cap of 30, and emulators can't fix that unless someone specifically codes a patch. So you would have to emulate the PS4 version, which apparently there is a PS4 emulator that is actually being worked on right now, but that'll probably be a few years before that gets off the ground.
Yeah, a few years until like you can actually just like readily emulate anything you want to. So yeah.
The good news is that they've gotten far enough that a game will launch. It'll crash immediately, but it will launch, and that is way more enormous progress than most people realize.
Yeah, it really is, because like if you can even get the concept of it working, then that you're onto something.
Then you've got the foundation. Apparently there's something in that same code working towards a PS5 emulator, and I don't know about that. You see, there's that red tint I was talking about.
Yeah, that was weird. I think that was definitely more just internet cinematic, but yeah. Anyways, how terrifying do you think it must be to fight Aizen at full power here? Because holy shit, no thank you. That sounds like a terrifying prospect. Because, okay, what the oh god, these godforsaken numbers. What the fuck was it? Like, even for like a captain, he's like 4 times the spiritual pressure of a regular captain or something?
2 times.
2 times? Okay, that's like somehow less than I thought it'd be.
You can only tap into the power of the Hogyoku if you have at least double the spiritual pressure of a captain, which means Urahara has that, Aizen has that, and later on Ichigo has that.
It's a funny thought.
And we learn about Ichigo having that much power literally because of his sleeve, being the only thing that didn't get destroyed in his battle with Ulquiorra.
Yeah, just... I'm sorry, the whole idea of like battle damage, like directly like clothing damage being directly tethered to the amount of power reserves you have left, it just seems silly to me. I get the Bankai isn't so much the sword, but so much like his whole getup, but it just always seemed weird to me.
Oh no, it absolutely is.
It's kind of like how Teen Gohan losing an arm is resulted in him attacking his dad. I only have half my power left. My child, your power isn't stored in your arms exclusively.
It means he wouldn't be able to fight back very well because he wouldn't be able to parry with only one arm.
Sure, but like the wording is just like, I only have half my power left. Okay.
Oh no, I understand. It's just...
Yeah, the raw, like, contextually makes sense. Raw definition could definitely work on that a little bit. Sorry, that's just a thing that's always been like a little bit like always kind of bothered me a little bit. Like Ichigo, I get like having several times the reserves of like a regular captain, but still. Anyway, details. So also, Jesus fucking Christ, Aizen, twice the regular power of a captain as it is, on top of his ridiculous intellect already, and having like the entire reserves of every Kido ever. Fuck me, okay.
They do a thing with him sometimes where it's like they almost make him out to be like Orochimaru, where it's like he wants to learn everything about Kido, and that's why he's doing the high spells, just like Orochimaru wanted to learn the root of ninjutsu.
I understand the correlation there, but also Aizen's actually done well. He wasn't left in the dust for greater evil, and just kind of left with just up behind.
He fought that greater evil.
He did, yeah. Even though, like, eventually just becomes a background character and irrelevant to someone else, so, yeah. Sorry. Still a little sore about that. One of the most unique villain designs for a shonen ever, and just kind of gets left by the wayside. Super hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor Orochimaru.
He literally fails to take Sasuke's body, and then he gets absorbed by Sasuke, and then he kind of just dies, but he comes back, but he doesn't do anything. Sorry, I just had to explain a lot of things to Taylor. Hello, Ron Geeky. Fuck me. Oh, I have a scarf too. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna have a giggle when you finally turned back to the screen.
Yeah. So, do we do the outro in like retrospective now or after the next part?
No, the next part's going to be extras / the rest of the story.
Oh, yeah, right, because we still got the movies to do. I was wondering about that. Like, the next part's like half an hour long, so I wasn't sure how long that, how much was actually going to be in there. God, Kenpachi's render this game is terrifying. The one without the eye patch.
Yeah. This is a neat little ending sequence. That is a terrifying look on the right. Especially with her directly in front of him.
That's my daughter.
So there was a thing that happened last week in chat that was really funny when I was posting individual snippets of the reread that didn't get to Twitter, which is where I post the bulk of it. And that was the bit where Mayuri is in the shower, and Nemo is just staring at him while he's in the shower, and I posted that to Discord. And Alex's first response was, "Yo, he getting some?" And then both me and I think Bailey and I think Kurt all responded in unison, "That's his daughter."
I mean, not biological daughter so far as we know, but effectively, yes.
And he starts having a freak out at that.
Yeah, it's like, oopsie. Oh well. Anyway, well, I guess I can give some quick summations. I will definitely say that I'm glad this game actually does tackle Turn Back the Pendulum a little bit. So, it's still unfortunate that, you could literally just pay someone to, like, just translate this game. It would probably just take, like, let's make a joke about Crunchyroll. It probably wouldn't even take, like, more than a couple $100 or for someone to actually translate this whole game willingly if they had the resources for it, so, ew.
If it was just menu information and interface stuff, sure. But as we've seen, there was a lot of dialogue in this game.
Yeah, even just, like, key, like, menu stuff, yeah, that wouldn't take too horribly long. So, obviously for the audience, yes, I am aware of the Heat the Soul 7 translation patch that's still going on. I haven't checked on those guys in a very long time, and frankly, I haven't heard anything about major updates. So I'm gonna assume probably nothing key as of late. Wow, this is weird. Sorry, just one released character and 2 not released. But they would get that in the next game, so not a big deal.
We don't know what they look like yet.
Yep. Anything to add on your part?
I love this game. I still have my original UMD from 2009 that I bought when I was on that dreaded Florida vacation. It's cracked to hell. I've replaced the shell because here's the thing: actual discs are inside those UMDs. They're not a solid object.
They are, yeah. It's basically just like a miniature hard drive in essence.
I have replaced the shell on that, but I still have my original copy. I used to carry it around in my backpack in my PSP for like 6 months at least, because in the beginning I didn't have a whole lot of games, and I didn't learn how to put CFW on it until 2 years later, so I played that game religiously. It got to a point where I could literally perfect almost the entire story with limited exceptions. OG save file had S ranks on all but like 3 or 4 battles.
That's very impressive, actually. There's very few games I've had the willpower to actually do that with.
Because that period in high school was the peak of my Bleach high. It's like, this is my food, water, and blood.
Joke's on you. You haven't left the high yet.
The high is coming back. The high is coming back in full force.
Bro, the high is coming to me. Holy shit. We might actually just watch it weekly, not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next time, guys, we're gonna be tackling the rest of the story mode and presumably gonna spend 10 plus minutes at the gallery mode. Fun times.